Hi, Sarah. Thanks for inviting my son over yesterday. He said he had so much fun playing with your son. I hope he was a good boy.
No problem, Nora. He was a really good boy. He has a quiet personality just like you. I want to thank him for being good friends with my son.
Really? I'm glad to hear that. He can be really naughty when he's at home. Maybe he gets nervous at his friend's house.
Maybe. Boys his age are so naughty at home. My son was so naughty this morning, I was exhausted by the time he left for school.
Me too. Without my husband's help, it would have been impossible for him to get ready for school in time. Young boys are really energetic.
I'm so jealous. Such a nice husband. Your husband helps you take care of your son? My husband never helps me look after him.
Really? Your husband looks kind, though.
He's definitely kind, but he's really busy with his work. Thanks to his hard work, he was able to get a promotion and now gets a good salary.
That's great.
Yeah, it is, but there are some bad things too. He's really talented, so he attracts a lot of attention.
Isn't that a good thing? I don't see any disadvantages.
Well, he's not only talented, but also handsome. He's kind and good at his job as well, so he's quite popular among boys and girls. It makes me worry as his wife. Do you get what I'm trying to say, Nora?
Yeah, I bet he's really popular at his office. I think I get why you're worried.
Right. I really don't know why he chose to marry me. You know, I can be aggressive sometimes. It might have been better for him to marry a more elegant and feminine woman.
Don't worry. Your personality is definitely one of your charms. Your husband fell in love with you. You should feel more confident.
I hope so. If only I was elegant and feminine like you, Nora. I wouldn't have to worry about these things.
Me? You have your charms, Sarah.
Really? Don't flatter me. I might get overconfident about myself.
I'm serious. You should feel confident about yourself.
I feel like I forced you to say this. Nora, you really helped me gain my self-confidence. Thanks.
I just told you my honest thoughts.
You're really kind. Oh, by the way, I was hoping if we go to our son's open school together.
Sure, I was also planning to visit his open school. Thanks for asking. I thought you were going with close mom friends.
I wanted to go with you. I actually got into a little fight with them the other day, so we decided to go separately this time. And our sons are in different classes anyway.
Oh, I see. I'm happy you asked me. I'll see you on open school day then.
Our sons are great friends as well. I guess we all get along. I'll come pick you up, okay? I heard they were going to read their essays for us during open school. I'm so excited to hear about what they wrote.
Was the topic about their family? It's kind of embarrassing to hear what they think of us, but I'm also looking forward to it.
I know, I'm a bit nervous to be honest. See you on open school day.
Hi, Sarah? I have a question to ask. Do you have some time right now?
What? I'm really busy. If you have anything you want to ask me, go on. Let's end this quick.
Then I'll get straight to the point. Your son has been acting weird recently.
Weird? How? Can you be a bit more specific?
Did you tell your son to ignore my son?
Why would you think so?
My son told me that your son ignored him at school today. When he asked him for the reason, he said so.
My son said that? His honesty is his charm, but I guess he's a bit too straightforward. I should have told him not to say that.
So you admit it? Why would you tell your son to ignore my son?
Why? I think it's pretty clear. You really don't know why. How about you think of the reason yourself?
I noticed your attitude changed all of a sudden. You used to text me a lot before, but you barely text me now. Even if I text you, you tend to ignore my messages and never reply. But I really don't know why you changed so much.
I'll give you a hint. Open school. Do you remember anything?
Did I do something that offended you?
Think about your husband.
My husband? He wasn't there with us, though.
He wasn't, but your son revealed something in his essay. He said that his dad stays at home every day and plays with him. Doesn't that mean he's jobless?
No, he has a job. He's often at home, but he has a job. He works every day, just like your husband.
He can't be at home if he really has a job. I have to make wise choices about who to be friends with. I can't let my son be friends like someone whose dad is jobless.
He has a job. Don't look down on us. And our sons have nothing to do with this in the first place. They've been great friends for a long time. It's up to them to choose who they want to be friends with.
You have no idea about how friends can influence your child. Both my husband and I are intelligent people, and my son is also both intelligent, got it? What if my son becomes stupid like your son by being friends with him? Can you take responsibility for it?
Are you insulting my son as well? I love my husband and son. They are really important to me. I won't allow you to insult my family.
If you were smart like me, you wouldn't be emotional like this so easily. You should just interact with your kind of people. Stupid people like you. I don't want you to get involved with my son.
Okay. I never knew you were so mean, Sarah.
What if I was? It's none of your business. I don't need a poor friend who married a jobless guy.
All right. I won't text you anymore. And I will never get involved with your family. Are you happy with that?
Of course. I don't want to interact with poor families. I never want to be poor like you. Nobody ever bring your son near my son. Tell your son not to play with my son ever again. He is definitely a negative influence.
I'm exhausted.
What's the matter, darling? It took you longer than usual to take your lunch break.
Oh, I'm really busy. I barely have time to eat my lunch. A big project is coming up. I know it's my job, but it's really tiring.
Are you okay? Don't push yourself too hard, okay? I get that you're busy, but you have to take a break once in a while.
Sorry to make you worried. But others work harder than me.
Your colleagues?
Nah, the engineer we're working with. He doesn't work for our company, but he's great. He's famous in the field. Without him, our project would have failed a long time ago.
I never heard you praise someone so much. I bet he's really great. I hope my poor mom friend gets to hear about him.
Poor mom friend. What are you talking about?
Her family is so dumb. They don't understand how poor they are and the negative influence they're giving to their surroundings. Her husband is jobless.
Life must be hard for them then. So, does his wife work instead?
No, she's a housewife. I really wonder how they're making a living. I guess they depend on their parents' money.
I feel really sorry for their child.
Really? I thought so too. Jim was friends with their son, so I told him to start interacting with them. I think he'll be a negative influence for Jim.
Do I know him too? If you're friends with his mom, I think I know him too.
Oh, I'm talking about Nora and her family, but there's nothing to worry. I told her to never get involved with our family.
Nora and her family? Are you serious? Tell me you're kidding. You haven't offended her, have you?
What's wrong? I only told her the truth that she wasn't aware about. Her stupid family is definitely a bad influence for Jim.
You're the stupid one. Come to my office right now to apologize. Right now!
Huh? What's wrong with you? Why do I have to do that?
The engineer I was talking about earlier, he is Nora's husband.
Huh? You have to be kidding. Her son wrote in his essay that his dad stays at home all the time. Doesn't that mean her husband is jobless?
He's a freelance engineer. It's not a rare job nowadays. You misunderstood and insulted her. How can you insult her based on your assumptions?
Wait a minute. What's gonna happen if I don't apologize?
He's a calm man. I don't think it will affect our project, but you insulted not only his wife, but his son as well, right?
Not exactly. I might have sounded a bit aggressive, though.
You definitely offended his family. If I was him, I wouldn't want to work with someone whose wife insulted my family. Projects might end up failing because of you.
That can't happen. I can't directly insult her husband.
Just come to my office right now to apologize. Fortunately, he's visiting our office today. Hurry up! Got it?
Nora, you have to help me. You're the only one I can rely on.
I can't believe you're texting me after all the things you said yesterday. What do you want from me?
I heard about your husband from my husband. He's not jobless, is he?
Why? Does your husband know my husband?
Your husband works with my husband's company, right? I met him today.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. And what do you want?
My husband told me your husband has been a great help, so I want to apologize about what I said to you yesterday. I'm really sorry, Nora.
How does your apology relate to you asking me for help?
Your husband seemed really angry about it. Both my husband and I apologized to him. But he said he won't accept our apology unless you forgive me. He said he can't make the decision because it's also about you and your son.
So, you want me to tell my husband that I forgave you?
Yes, that's right. I might have been a bit offensive, but we're good friends, aren't we? Friends fight sometimes. Let's both forget about it.
No, I can't forget about it. We're not friends anymore, are we? You're the one who wanted to stop being friends.
I'm asking you to forget everything I said. Let me apologize for everything I said that offended you. I'll allow my son to play with your son, so please, we can be friends again, can't we?
Why do I need to allow my son to be friends with your son? I thought you were the one who was asking for help. I don't think you really feel sorry.
Let's just ignore the small details, okay? I thought you were a kind-hearted person, Nora. You seem to be narrow-minded today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just told you my honest opinion.
Your honest opinion? If you have anything you want to say, I'm ready to listen. I'm always your friend.
Let me be really honest with you. Why are you apologizing via text, not in person? Do you really feel sorry?
You know, I don't want to bother you by visiting your house. I'm being considerate.
What's with your arrogant attitude? I'm the one who decides if I forgive you or not. You don't sound sorry at all, Sarah. It's like you're apologizing for your own good.
No, that's not true. I'm the one to be blamed. I'm fully aware of that. So don't be so mean to me.
Is this funny to you? If you don't feel sorry, don't apologize. It's frustrating. I don't think I can forgive you, Sarah.
Nora, do you know that I'm older than you? Can't you respect me more? How can you say something so mean?
If you want respect, act like you deserve it. I don't think you're worthy of respect.
Don't you remember that I was the one who talked to you first? Who do you think helped you to make many mom friends? How about express some gratitude?
Gratitude? You have to be kidding. You never acted out of kindness. You just wanted someone you can look down on.
How dare you say that?
The only thing you do is brag about your husband. You talk it away to get praised by others. And if you dislike someone, you instantly kick them out of your friend group. Many of your mom friends feel the same. You're a difficult person to be around.
Huh? Who would ever say that? Have you been making fun of me all this time?
You could be difficult sometimes. But I always looked up to you. You have great leadership. Well, I regret looking up to you, to be honest.
If you thought highly of me, can't you just forgive me? You looked up to me at one point. We could be friends again, Nora.
There's nothing I can respect about you at this point. You insulted both my husband and son. I don't think I can be friends with someone who insulted my family.
I'll allow your son to be friends with my son again. Are you destroying your son's friendship because of your own problem? I don't think that's something a mother should do.
There's nothing I have to worry about. Your son apologized to my son the other day. He said sorry he ignored him just because his mother told him to.
Huh? Jim said that?
Good for you, Sarah. Your son is a good boy. He's indeed very intelligent. I respect your ability to raise such a good boy. How about you learn how to be mature from your son? Because you're definitely being more immature than him. After our conversation, I instantly blocked Sarah. I then sent all the conversation I had with Sarah using messages to her husband. He was so shocked to read all the messages he sent me, and he decided to live separately from his wife. My husband never planned to make his personal emotions get in the way of his work, so he still works with Sarah's husband. To avoid the worst-case scenario of their project failing, her husband wanted Sarah to apologize, just in case. He hoped she would learn from this experience and better her personality in the future. But sadly, she did not seem to learn anything from it, so her husband decided to live separately to reconsider their marriage. I no longer keep in touch with Sarah, but our sons remain to be great friends with each other. Her honest and kind-hearted son reflected on his actions, regretted ignoring my son because his mom told him to, and apologized to my son. My son is lucky to have such a good friend. I hope he can continue to cherish this friendship in the future and grow up to be a wonderful gentleman.